Greetings, YouTube world. It is I, everybody's favorite screwball, the Alienator Mars, and of course, you guessed it, I'm back for another episode of The Alien's Lair. Now, you can tell by the title, we're going to be reacting to Sabaton doing Christmas Truce. Well, I've heard it before, but my guest is going to be reacting to it, see what he thinks. If you saw my videos on 82nd All the Way or Sainted by the Storm, you'll recognize this guy. It's a guy I've known for a really long time. We were just talking about that. So let me introduce you to my friend Steve. Reintroduce you to my friend Steve. How you doing there, Steve?
I'm doing swell. How are you?
Good.
Okay, now they're cutting off my face here. I think we should do it more like this.
All right. Then they're cutting off my face.
Well, that's doing your audience a favor. No,
thanks, dude.
I'm joking. Okay, so
all right, so anybody want to say hi to her, give a shout out to her or anything?
Hello, world.
Well, the world unanimously sends you their greetings back.
Okay, thank you.
Now, we were talking earlier, you've seen Sabaton live, right?
I have, yeah. Now they're opening for Amon Amarth.
Oh, that's right. You remember you told me, I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah.
Good show from what you remember?
It was very good, yeah. Yeah, no, it was a real good show, though. Everybody was doing it, and I think a Skeleton Witch were playing as well. Right.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, and they were excellent. So everybody was really good all around the board. It was a good show.
Well, that's good.
Now, somewhere I've got video of it, somewhere lying at home on my hard drive.
Oh, so you'd see him again, though, right?
Yeah, I'd see them again, yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, I think it was a combination of you and that song 82nd All the Way by Amaranth. That's how I first found out about Sabaton, because 82nd All the Way was a Sabaton cover.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember you telling me, yeah.
And, yeah, so that's how I kind of got first introduced him, and I really like their song Bismarck.
Bismarck, right, okay.
Yeah, that one's, I really like that. So do you know Christmas Truce at all? Or?
Well, I know the concept of the Christmas Truce. I have read about that in the books, and I have also read, so I can't remember where I read this, but that it's a bit of a myth. It never happened.
Oh, all right.
Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I do remember reading that somewhere, that it's a bit of a myth.
Yeah, but do you know the song?
I don't know the song, no.
All right.
No,
well, we're going to get into it. I have the song queued up here.
All right, let's have a look. Let's have a listen, yeah.
All right. Come on, phone, work with me. Here we go.
Now, trenches. French soldier, right?
I think I saw 1914 a second ago, so that'd be World War I?
Yeah, that was World War I, the first year of World War I, right? Because that started in, it started in 14, I can't remember the month, to be honest. But so this would be the first year of the war. They thought they'd be home by Christmas.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So a grenade has fallen, and our key character has been hit by the blast. And is ringing in his ears. The blast has ruined his hearing. I'm narrating for the audience, because I don't think they can see it. Dramatic piano.
Silence. Boy, remember the silence on a cold winter day. After many months on the battlefield, and we were used to the violence. Then all the cannons went silent, and the snow fell. Voices sang to me from no man's land. Today we're all brothers.
I have to say, one thing I was liked about Sabaton songs and this one, there always seems to be like a story.
Yes.
About a backstory or something. They're singing about it, and yeah.
Absolutely. Well, do you know the story of the Christmas truce?
Yeah, sort of, kind of. I have vague memories of reading it or being told about it in some high school history class or something like that.
Okay. Well, according to legend, I mean, just for your audience, the idea was in Christmas sometime in the trend. I can't remember exactly where. I think it was Flanders. They said that the German soldiers and the British soldiers, how did it work? One side started singing Christmas carols, and the other started singing Christmas carols in their own language, right? And so they started singing together in harmony, right? Now, just a minute, where's the lens on this thing? Where am I supposed to look when I'm addressing the audience? Right here, right there. Oh, hello. There you go. I was looking at the other side, so there you go. Okay, hello. So the idea was, so then they started singing in harmony, and then the soldiers came up out of their trenches and gathered together, met in no man's land, and they just hung out. Right, they hung out, they exchanged hats, they drank a toast to Christmas, they sang songs, they played football, right, or soccer in Europe, right, and they stopped shooting each other for the evening, right?
Oh yeah, I think even Garth Brooks did a song about that. Bellow Woods or something like that. It's been a while since I've heard the song.
I don't know this one, yeah, but
yeah, the story actually, that's
right.
what he's saying about that too.
Right. So it's a very famous story. Now I heard that it didn't actually happen, that it was just a legend. But it's a great story all the same, and it's really, really tragic because we know that the war kept going for another 3 years after that.
Yeah.
And millions more people would die before they actually stopped, right? So, but it makes you think, well, why the heck are we killing each other, blowing our heads off, and everything like that, right? And most of those men who participated in the truce, they were probably dead by the end of the war. I bet you most of them did not survive. So it's a very, very sad story.
Shall we get back to the song?
All right, so...
I really like the guitar in this one too.
It's a good sound, yes. I see they're playing soccer there in the background.
Yeah. What you think?
Well, okay, and now the final shot is a very big cross on the field. The fighting has resumed, and there's a massive explosion. The piano explodes, and the final shot looks like a cross on the field with a fire underneath it as the sun goes down. Right, so the truce is over, the war's back on, and everybody dies. Let me say. Well, no, that was very moving. That was very powerful, right?
Yeah.
Sabaton. I've always enjoyed Sabaton. I mean, the guy, I forget his name, Jorgen or Jorgi, it is some Swedish name. He's got a very, very powerful voice, very, very deep, which is a rare thing in power metal circles. Everybody likes to sing, well, way up here, the kind of thing. So to hear a power metal singer with down here an actual baritone, is really
bass in his voice,
it's nice. That's very nice, and the harmonies are great, and everything like that. And so I love the anthemic quality of these songs, and I think also touching on a bit more serious subject matter, right? In previous Sabaton videos, the songs are all serious, but I get the impression they don't take all the songs seriously. Like some of the videos have been about very serious things, battles in history, but the videos are just them dicking around, right? And that kind of annoys me because this is serious subject matter. This is real stuff, historical battles where people died, right? And I don't think you should treat that as a joke, right? So they didn't. This was they treated it very seriously, so that was good, and it's a good reminder, but a story or a legend a lot of people aren't aware of, right? So, getting the message out there is important. Even if it didn't happen, I don't know. But
I think
it's a nice idea.
Some of what you were saying about just the baritone in his voice, and he was telling a story, and just the power and the harmony, that I think that's one of the reasons why I kind of like the song so much, too. And it was like, I don't remember if it was Instagram or just Facebook or something. I kind of found this, like, so that sounds kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Heard it, I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, this is quite, I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to.
Oh, great, yeah.
So that's what I like.
I've always been a sucker for a sing-along chorus, an anthemic chorus that we can participate in, right?
Yeah.
Tonight we are brothers, today we're all friends. No, it's the other way around. Today we are brothers, tonight we're all friends, right? That kind. You could see just 100 people singing that in a crowd, I've always been a sucker for that kind of chorus, right?
I think you were saying the same thing with the Tainted by the Storm video.
Yeah. Well, Sabaton excel at that sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
So, I do wish they would write a story about Ukraine, to be honest, but that's another story. Right?
Yeah, another story, another day, another dollar, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, maybe they're waiting for that to finish first. Right?
Oh, that could be that too,
Yeah, maybe. But there are people over there now who could probably use a bit of a rousing spirit. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So,
well, at least you got a thumbs up for me, guys. If you ever watch this, you got a thumbs up from two fans. I know. Anything else you want to chime in, or?
Well, I think I've said my piece. I think the people are getting tired of hearing my voice. I'm never tired of my voice, but I think
I don't think not many people are, but that's okay. All right, guys. So I think we're gonna say peace out for now, and remember, if you get into trouble, don't name it after me.